Hello my friends, welcome to my channel. Today let's talk about the story of Dying Light 2. This video contains three main parts: the introduction of THV, some conjectures based on settings, and self-rescue in the fall. First, what is THV? The full name of THV is Transmissive Heron Virus. It's a variant of heron virus, known for high mortality and shorter incubation. THV is a DNA virus which degrades host's DNA change and invades the nervous system. The reason that the virus has transmitted is the molecular level for GLD laboratory in Geneva, Switzerland. According to the grades for biolab, we know the risk of THV researching is the highest, so the threats of it cannot be underestimated. Via the settings, there are some similarities between THV and the EBV, so once comparing THV with the EBV, we could know THV basically. Above all, there are four stages in THV infection. First is the beginning, along with the symptoms of flu. Second is progressive period, in which patients develop extreme fever, skin lesions. That is plateau, when infectors lose their mobility actually. Fourth is the terminal. At this time infectors emerge the silent turning, and it is irreversible. It shares some same characterizations with the EBV. It's not enough to just understand THV. How to monitor the concentration of THV? The solution in the game is a biomarker. It could monitor the concentration and indicate by red and green. As a type of virus that invades the nervous system, it could damage host neurons and cause irreversible damage on other systems indirectly. Currently, the research of medicine shows that neurons can regenerate. The ability of adult individuals to repair neurons is almost zero capability. So after infection, body's functions are out of control by CNS. THV has main impact on the RS, CS, NS, DS, MES, etc. The mechanism is similar to EBVs. So far there's no method to cure the patients who have infected. But UV light could kill the virus and restrain the development of disease. Note that most medicines couldn't cross BBB, so it can't impact on THV. Maybe the contents in the chart is the only way to decline the transmission. There's THV and the EBV develop amounts of variants. So far it's reported that there were 18 variants in mother nature. Besides the EBV, there are 6 types of VLF that could infect human beings. Similarly, there are 11 types variants of THV. We could divide infectors into 3 groups by their characterization. First mutation is capability enhancement, such as virals and volatile. THV strengthens those functions, but doesn't mutate gamely. Second mutation is specific ability enhancement, also called idiosyncratic variation, including charger, gun, and demolisher. The protein structure of virus they infected had mutated. That's strong in some certain parts, but it also have apparent weaknesses. There are dysfunctional mutation. These are predominantly directed mutations. Some parts may be uneven, like bolter, suicider, corruptor, spitter, banshee, screamer. Besides directed variants, the organs have also changed. These have given rise to the diversity of infected. We could have a better understanding on inhibitor file wiki. Inhibitor is a chemical which combines of THV genmod and antizin, also called HVM5. It can strengthen the injector's ability and inhibit virus reproduction. The injection method is intramuscular injection. It is worth mentioning that the injection method used by Aiden may pose great risks. Generally speaking, muscle injection always chooses the gluteus maximus or deltoid muscle. Directly injecting into the rectus abdominis muscle may cause damage to the superior and inferior arteries and nerves of the abdominal wall. It may also cause inflammatory lesions in the abdomen. Considering simplifying game models, it's extenuating to make those adjustments. To first injection, it usually causes seizures, cardiac arrest, and sometimes death. So we cannot solve the infected dilemma in Villedo. The chemicals covered extensively in the game were actually THV chemicals. It is a gaseous chemical vaccine. The original intention of design is to allow survivors immunocytes to produce antibodies against THV and purge infected DNA chains. However, those who were exposed to THV chemicals had turned into infected. There are three main causes of variation: physical, chemical, and biological. So THV chemical might be the culprit of THV's virulence. Infected dry UV light and sunlight. Because UV light could kill THV. In this way, the infected only wanders in nights. They're sensitive to light, so when players turn on the flashlight, it probably attracts infected, such as the following scene. In advanced part of DLC 2, Crane is captured by Baron. He needs to extract Crane's blood for research. However, the virus in DL1 is different from DL2. The infected cycle and characterization between two types are different as well. In that case, it's useless to study blood. If one wants to know how Crane became an intelligent volatile or night hunter, it's better to figure out how THV has impact on Crane's brain. Substantial changes in the brain are more valuable to the research on special variants, and this is personal advice to the plot of DLC 2. There are two conjectures regarding to the variants of THV. First, it is attributed to the GRE study on THV, which induced changes in the genetic material of the virus. And the statistical probability, the mutation rate of RNA viruses is higher than that of DNA viruses. And the common viruses like influenza virus, Ebola virus, SARS, hepatitis C virus, rabies virus are both DNA viruses. Compared to other viruses, DNA viruses are more stable and have a lower infection rate. But as a type of DNA virus, THV is gifted with a high transmission rate, mutation rate, and mortality rate. This is closely related to its laboratory properties. Second, THV chemicals led to genetic replication mutations. Under the catalysis of mutagens, there are shift or displacement mutations in the normal base arrangement sequence, and which produce different THV types. Firstly, once the epidemic bursts out, you'd better hoard supplies. I also prepare a list for your reference. Secondly, looking for a relatively sturdy building as a hiding place. Thirdly, seek help to radio or satellite phone, waiting for rescue. If you're in the center of the epidemic district, you can consider a prolonged war and wait for the infected to die on their own. Do not go out alone or blindly seek help. If your partner shows suspected symptoms of infection, please isolate them timely. So if one accidentally got bitten, how to cope with, wait for death. Step 1. Debridement. Using soap water to wash the wound. Squeeze out dirty blood and saliva. Step 2. Disinfect. Clean the wound with alcohol. Do not bandage it. Step 3. Inject the vaccine or use antizin in time. If the vaccine has not been developed or antizin cannot be obtained, please try to stay in an ultraviolet environment. If all the above plans fail, please establish an isolation mechanism to protect others' safety. The above is fictitious. Don't take it seriously. Welcome to leave your comments. Thank you for watching.